Alright, so I'm going to skip the introduction and just get right into it. I'm going to explain, for those of you that are confused, the system in which we use to tell the story that is Toilet Stories. But first, we're going to go over what it was based on. It was based on ring theory. Okay, now that was invented by the Grand Master George Lucas in the Star Wars series, and it's basically a genius way to tell the same story multiple times. So, we create the ring, and for ring theory, and then we have the 6 movies. Now, it's a whole circular motion within the ring, and what it does is it illustrates. So, these two are going to be parallel, and these two are going to be parallel. However, everything across from each other are inverses of each other. So you have separate shots, so like 1 and 6, they end and begin the same way, and the shots line up perfectly. It's basically the same movie over and over again, but we don't know it because there's different characters, different setup, it's all juicy and new. But for 2 and 5, however, the way 2 starts, the way 5 ends. So you have the reverse parallels going on within them. And George Lucas created this, so he didn't have to write 6 separate screenplays. He wrote one and just readjusted it. And then we have the complex theory of rings within rings. So 2 and 3, you know, the 120-minute films that they are, you know, here we have minute 0, 30, 60, 90, and then back to 120. At minute 0, beginning of 2, lines up halfway through 3. So, and then you have all these rings within rings. So you see they're all interconnecting and they're all essentially the same story over and over again. But we don't know it. Because again, different characters, new CGI, Yoda's doing backflips. We don't care. It's all good shit. And then you just continue to have rings within rings, and you get this complex, giant ring theory. So that's how we were initially trying to write Toilet Stories. But, seeing as that makes almost too much sense, we went with a different theory. I call it stick theory, okay? So, essentially what we have, each season, it's parallel stories. Now, they're all different, but they run parallel the same, so that we'll have beginning in the same areas, they'll end all around the same time, and we all have midpoints. Now, something's going down those midpoints each time. And the interesting thing with stick theory is that makes it interesting, and what connects all of it is the sticks within sticks, almost like the rings within rings, but sticks within sticks. So at some point, the midpoint of season 1 could connect back all the way to here in season 3. But see, since we go through season 2, we can't just leave it hanging. So something happens right there in season 2 that we don't know how to explain yet. So each time you create a barrier going through a stick, it enhances the effect, and you have to explain more. But we don't. That's why we just add more seasons. So if you add more, then eventually you can have sticks going all the way through, all the way down, crossing over, sticks within sticks, and then you have sticks within sticks within sticks, like right there. We have to explain that, because it could be important, or we could just drop it like we do half the stuff. But when you have all these sticks going in between each other, see there, it's like a 3-stick collide. You don't know, there's so much potential with that. Like, this could be the answer to the entire series right there, but we might not explain it, because that's up to you to decide. So, stick theory makes a whole lot of sense, and the more seasons you have, the more potential you could do. So, with all these sticks, potential is just through the roof. So, hope that clears things up. I know it does for me. That's how Toilet Stories is told.